So now we've primed the face, following whichever technique works best for your particular skin type, be it oily or combo or dry. But since we're going to do a more natural, medium, radiant kind of foundation today, we're going to go in with a little bit extra primer. So I'm going to take two of my favorite luminizing primers. So if you have dry skin, you've already seen this one and watched that tutorial. This is the luminizing Dr. Brandt Pores No More. But then we're also going to go in with this guy. So this is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter Primer. So this one's a lot more luminous than this guy. This one has like a little more of a natural kind of glow, but this one really turns up the heat. So I'm going to follow the same technique as before. I'm just going to put a dollop of each of these guys on the back of my hand and mix them together. And oh, that might be kind of a lot. This is a little bit of a lot, but that's okay. That's okay. We're fine. We'll make it work. So I'm just going to mix these two together and really just, again, dot this all over the face. And rub it in. So you can see how this is giving kind of just a nice radiant glow to the skin. Just looks very moisturized, looks very healthy. It's looking very, I don't know, smooth, fresh. Let me turn the brightness on the light down just slightly. Oh, up close and personal, you can see all the, oh, my skin does not look amazing. Okay, so now we've got that. We're gonna go in with, this is the Nars Sheer Glow Foundation. So this is a great one. It's called Sheer Glow, but it's really not that sheer. I'd call it more of like a medium coverage foundation. I am in the color medium 4 or Barcelona. So we're gonna take this, I'm gonna take a couple, again, pumps of this, ooh, that was close, on the back of my hand, maybe like 2 or 3, probably 3 pumps. And I'm just gonna dot this all over my face. I was a late adopter to the Sheer Glow foundation. I know a lot of my favorite YouTubers like Jackie Aina, and they all love this stuff. They say it's fantastic. So I was like, well, I can make one of those videos. A YouTuber made me buy it. This would be one from Jackie Aina. Like, she uses this all the time. So I was like, well, she has oily skin and she loves it, so I'm gonna give it a try. Okay, so I'm going to take a dampened beauty blender and work this in. I actually really love the coverage on this foundation. I remember being very pleasantly surprised the first time I tried it, because I was not, I don't know what I was expecting. I thought with the name like Sheer Glow, it would be really sheer, it would be really luminous, it wouldn't last well on my super duper combo skin. I thought, ugh, this is just not gonna go. It's not gonna go well. But actually, this is probably one of the best color matches I have found in foundation, probably ever, I would say. Like, I mean, I went in Sephora and they did the whole little like color IQ match, but it's just, everything is it's always just slightly off. It's not like exactly the same, but this is one of the best color matches. They have a really great range of colors too, both in this foundation and the new one that they came out, the supposedly long wear foundation. So I have a little bit left on the back of my hand, so 3 pumps was kind of a lot. I'm just going to take it on my beauty blender and just work it on my cheeks, where I tend to like a little more coverage. But it's still, I would say this is pretty much a true medium coverage foundation. But yeah, this is beautiful. I love the finish on this foundation. It looks very smooth. It looks very radiant. I guess they give it a good name. It's not dry. It doesn't dry down completely. It's still a little tacky to the face, to the touch, but looks really well blended in. It just looks seamless on the skin right now. So now we're going to move on to concealer. So I'm going to take a combo again. This is one of my favorite combos. So this is I'm going to take the combo of the Tarte Shape Tape with the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. So I'm going to take the Shape Tape in the color light medium, and then I'm going to take the the Nars Radiant Creamy in the color Custard. I'm just gonna put this guy under my under eyes, cover up those dark circles. We all got them. As much as I would love to just sleep all day, we know that's not gonna happen. Okay. I'm gonna go in with the Radiant Creamy. This is like the mini size because again I wasn't sure how much I would like this foundation or this concealer, and so I was like, I'm just gonna try it. It's actually a pretty good color match too. I really like this concealer for highlighting the center of the forehead and other parts of your face. And since we're going radiant, I want to just look really like glowing. Kind of all over the face. We're going in on the concealer. So again, grab the same beauty blender. One of my favorite things about makeup is really just the process of applying the makeup. It looks super crazy when you start. But as you work all the steps and you just like follow along, it just, the transformative power, I can't. I love it. It's one of my favorite things. It's like, wow, you look super cray right now, but just wait and then it all comes together and it looks so much better. So again, I like to let my concealer dry a little bit more under my eyes. So I'm going to take one of these cards that I got with all the makeup that I order. I should get like a real fan, but these work fine and they keep sending new ones every time I order it. So I feel like, why spend the money on buying a fan when I can spend it on more makeup? So I'm just going to take this and let it dry. I'm looking up. You don't want it to get too creasy under the eyes. But in general, I just feel like the coverage when I let my concealer dry down is a lot better this way than if I go in right away as soon as I've applied it and blend it out. I feel like it shears it out quite a bit, which maybe you want. Sometimes that's a good look, but I have such dark circles and such really dark Somali eyes with hyperpigmentation. I want it all covered up. Okay, that should be good. So with this radiant look, I really am trying to go for a really bright under eye. So I've gone much lighter. Usually I like to pair a more skin colored concealer with a brighter one, but this one I went like a bright on bright to really just kind of go with that radiant, awake, youthful look. Yeah, looks pretty good. Again, I'm working the concealer onto my eyelid. This is going to help set, or it's not going to set, it's going to work as an eyeshadow primer. Instead of using a separate eyeshadow primer, I just use my concealer. It's like one step, one-stop shopping. And there we have it. Foundation and concealer, one step down.